If you've been running a side hustle for years and your income is still directly tied to how many hours you work, you're not building wealth. You're just working a second job. I see this everywhere. People working nights and weekends, taking on more clients, slightly raising their rates, hustling harder every year. But nothing fundamentally changes. The moment they stop working, the money stops coming. Today, I want to break down why your side hustle will never make you rich, and more importantly, what you need to build instead if you actually want wealth, leverage, and freedom. Because there's a fundamental difference between something that pays you and something that creates value you can grow and eventually sell. Most people never learn this difference, and that's why they stay stuck for years. The difference most people miss. On the surface, side hustles and real businesses look the same. They both make money, they both start small, they both require effort, but they're built for completely different outcomes. A side hustle is designed to earn extra cash. A real business is designed to build equity. A side hustle trades time for money. A real business builds systems and assets that work whether you're there or not. That single difference changes everything. Let me show you exactly what separates them. The fundamental difference. A side hustle is designed to earn extra cash. It's flexible. It's low stakes. You pick up work when you want it, deliver it, get paid, and repeat. It creates predictable cash flow through systems that can eventually run without you and can be sold for real money down the line. The goal is different from day one. When you're running a side hustle, revenue is directly tied to your time. If you want to make 10 times more money, you need to work roughly 10 times more hours. There's a hard ceiling based on how much time you have. When you're building a real business, you add revenue with less extra time. You do this through systems, automation, content that works for you, or a team that delivers while you focus on growth. The math is completely different. How they operate differently. Side hustles are run in whatever way works at the moment. You handle things as they come up. You don't have written processes because it's just you doing everything. Every client might get a slightly different experience because you're making it up as you go. Real businesses have standardized offers. They document how things get done. They use automation where it makes sense. They delegate tasks to other people or systems. They have quality control so customers get a consistent experience. This isn't just about being organized. It's about whether the business can function without you personally handling everything. How they get customers. When you're running a side hustle, you get customers through manual work. You reach out to people one by one. You list your services on marketplaces where you compete for price. You rely on referrals from people who liked working with you. All of this requires you to constantly find the next customer. Real businesses build systems that bring customers in repeatedly. They use search engine content that attracts people looking for solutions. They run paid advertising that's profitable because they know their numbers. They create partnerships and affiliate relationships that bring steady referrals. The difference is predictability. With a side hustle, you're always hunting. With a real business, the system hunts for you. How they track money. Most side hustles track revenue in simple terms. How much did I charge per hour? How much did I make this month? The tracking is basic because the model is basic. Real businesses track detailed numbers. How much does it cost to get a customer? How much does a customer spend over time? How many customers stop buying and when? What does each sale actually put in your pocket after all costs? These numbers matter because they tell you what's working and what's not. As the business grows, these numbers should improve. Your cost to get a customer should drop. Your profit per customer should rise. If those numbers don't improve as you grow, you don't have a real business. You just have a bigger side hustle. What happens when you want to stop? Here's the clearest difference. Try to sell a side hustle. Nobody will buy it. Why would they? The side hustle is you, your time, your skills, your relationships. If you leave, there's nothing left to buy. Real businesses can be sold because they're built on assets that exist separately from you. A brand that people recognize, content that brings in traffic, systems that deliver results, a team that does the work. customers who stay because of the product, not because of you. When you build a real business, you're building something that has value even if you walk away. Here's what each one actually looks like. Side hustles include things like freelancing by the hour, driving for rideshare companies, delivering food, flipping items you find at thrift stores, running a simple print-on-demand store with no brand, doing one-off coaching calls whenever someone books you. All of these can make money, some can make good money, but they all stop paying you the moment you stop working. Real businesses include software that people pay to use monthly, content websites that rank in search engines and earn from ads or affiliate commissions, online stores that sell their own branded products and use warehouses to handle shipping, courses or membership programs with automated systems that sell and deliver without you, service businesses that have teams and documented processes so clients get served whether you're involved or not. All of these have one thing in common: they can generate revenue while you sleep, and they can run without you personally doing all the work. 4 questions that tell you what you really have. Here's how to know if you've built a real business or just a side hustle that takes up a lot of time. First, if you stopped working for 2 weeks, would money keep coming in? If the answer is no, you have a side hustle. Second, if demand increased 10 times tomorrow, would your work increase 10 times, or would your systems handle most of it? If you'd have to work 10 times more, you have a side hustle. Third, could someone buy what you've built and run it without you? If not, you have a side hustle. Fourth, as you grow, do your profit margins improve and does it get cheaper to acquire customers? If your costs stay the same or go up as you grow, you have a side hustle. These questions cut through all the confusion. They show you exactly what you've built. Why this matters for your future. Side hustles have a place. They're low capital, they're lower risk, they're a great way to make extra money without major investment, but they have a low ceiling. There's only so much you can earn when revenue is tied directly to your hours. Real businesses require more upfront investment, more risk, more complexity, but the ceiling is much higher, and you're building something that has actual value beyond just paying your bills this month. How to turn your side hustle into a real business. If you've been running a side hustle and you're ready to build something bigger, here's how to make that change. First, turn what you do into a repeatable product. Instead of custom work that's different every time, create a fixed offering. Same scope, same price, same process. This makes everything that comes after much easier. Second, build a system that brings customers to you. Start creating content that ranks in search engines for problems your customers have, or learn to run ads profitably, or build partnerships with people who refer customers to you regularly. Track how much it costs to get a customer and how much they're worth to you. Third, document how you deliver your work, then get it off your plate. Write down every step, record videos showing how it's done, then hire contractors or part-time help to handle it. The goal is to separate the work from your personal time. Fourth, choose your form of growth. Some businesses grow through software that serves thousands of people with the same tool. Others grow through content libraries that answer questions and sell automatically. Others grow through templates and resources that customers can use themselves. Some grow by building community. Some grow by investing capital into advertising or inventory. Pick the method that fits what you're building. Fifth, price your offers so you actually make a profit. Track your numbers so you know what's working. Set up your business properly with the right legal structure, bookkeeping, and contracts. Sixth, add things that make your business defensible. Build a brand people recognize. Create content or intellectual property that's uniquely yours. Grow an audience that trusts you. Make it easy for customers to stay and hard for them to leave. Collect data that makes your service better over time. All of this takes your income from something that requires your time to something that creates value you can grow and eventually sell. Side hustles trade time for money. They're fine for extra income, but they don't build wealth. Real businesses build systems and assets. They earn while you sleep. They can be sold.
They create actual equity. If you've been running a side hustle for years and you're frustrated that your income won't grow past a certain point, this is why. You're working harder, but you're not building the right thing. You need to decide what you're actually building: extra money that requires your constant time, or a real asset that grows in value and can eventually run without you. So which one are you building? And if you're ready to make the change, which piece will you work on first? Drop a comment and let me know where you are right now. If this was helpful, subscribe to the channel. Every week, I break down what actually works in online business without the nonsense. If you're ready to start building a real business and want to see the exact system I use, check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.